Welcome to the Be Happy Now show. Flex your soul connection muscle and be your inner guide to fulfillment and purpose. I'm Claudia-Sam. If you know that you're here for a bigger reason, this is the place to be. Together, we ditch the self-care guilt and quit the go with less fear and more trust. Tune in to living life in alignment with your full potential. The Be Happy Now show starts now.
I'm happy to share with you an episode that seems to be going unnoticed. And it's an important one. I've recorded this episode back in January 2022, and I want to bring it back to your attention under another name. It used to be called, What is Your Inner Body Indicator of Stress? Because that's part of the practice that I'm inviting you to take on in the episode. But I'm changing the name to, Is Your Body Trying to Tell You Something Important that you might not be hearing? Okay? So, yes, doggy wants some attention right here. Okay. How often do you find yourself ignoring your body, and somehow it just keeps getting worse? And how many times have you felt a headache or lower back pain or tiredness or a sinus infection shows up and you blame it on the weather or on the way you were sitting, on the fact that you were getting older, or all of these external circumstances? Yeah. Well, I really felt inspired to share again that episode so that you can perhaps use it. My hope is that you do use it, because your body has so many powerful messages to share to you, so many ways that it nudges you so that it can speak to you. And I'm saying it, but you get to call your body she, he, they, whatever pronoun you want to use, so that you get to love on your body a little bit more. That's my suggestion for you. So I hope that you can use this episode to really be inspired by your body, to listen to your body, and to love your body a little bit more. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to the Be Happy Now show. And today it's all about what's your inner body indicator of stress, of anxiety, of doubt, of fear, of worry, of name it. Our body is the messenger. Whether you're getting recurring headaches or shoulder, neck, back, stomach pain, or have been having trouble sleeping, or have restless leg syndrome, or whatever your body is showing up for you, there is so much that we get to learn from it if you are willing. My name is Claudia-Sam. I'm your soul connection coach, and I support driven, ambitious, happiness seekers who deep down know that they're here for a bigger reason. And right now, they might not be the happiest they can be, yet they are ready to align with their true self and go all in to clarifying their path to purpose. So I support them using my tune-in method in my one-on-one and group coaching programs. And it's so exciting, the work that we get to do, the ahas, the awakenings we get to experience, and how deep we get to know ourselves when we do this kind of work that can, sometimes I get but it can be so heavy. Although here's the thing, you get to choose whether it's heavy or joyful work to get to know yourself better. And I say it's joyful. It's joyful, and it's so fun. If you want to know more about soul connection coaching and the tune-in method, go to claudiasamcoaching.com. You can meditate with me. You can download my free 3-step audio guide to putting yourself first at the top of the to-do list without feeling guilty. And there's even a 5-day free self-care challenge on my website you can find and join. So go to claudiasamcoaching.com and get started. In this episode, we will practice my AWE method, AWE method, so that you can de-stress instantly. Okay. You are going to experience a meditation and you'll learn, what is your body trying to tell you? instead of numbing or ignoring the signs. You'll be able to really feel a release right away and know how to handle whenever you have a physical pain and you're like, what is up? Am I just going to pop a pill? Maybe that works. Maybe you want to go another route. We are not here to judge. We're not here to point fingers. We're not here to say that one way is better than the other. We're here to explore together, to try to understand our body better, helps us to understand who we are better, helps us to live in alignment with why we're here. All right. In what ways is your body trying to tell you something? Are you ignoring the signs? And you'll find out more about what can you do with the IBI, with the inner body indicator. Okay. You'll hear me talk about that a lot, the IBI. That is me saying that's your inner body indicator. And the inner body indicator doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be about chronic pain. It doesn't have to be about cancer. It doesn't have to be about big illness that brings you to the hospital, because the work that we do here, and by you listening to this show right here, right now, is something you're going to learn tools to prevent big boo-hoggy, as Ross and friends say. You're going to prevent from the, that to hit the fan. All right, Claudia-Sam, get your words together. I'm going to start by sharing an example of a big example, something big that the body was trying to tell one of my clients, just so that you can see that you don't need to get to that point. All right. So I'm going to use her name, Allie. Allie used to be, and just while I say this story, while I share this story with you, just tune in to feel, does that resonate with me? Am I in the same situation? And here, we're not diagnosing, okay? Just make sure this is not what's happening. We are just exploring, and I'm sharing a story so that you can relate, but also see that this ends well. This ends well. My client, Allie, was giving all of herself to others. She's a therapist, a mother, a grandmother. She built her own business, and she was brought up with the belief that you are good enough when you put everyone else first. So she would go be herself the way she knew how to be, day after day, work late, work hard to get results. She would be stuck in this survival mode of the go, 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 of not sleeping well, not listening to the body. And what happened is that she was diagnosed with cancer. In that scenario, in this story, Allie actually healed from cancer. And after that, what happened is that she went back to the same go, go, go lifestyle. Instead of listening to the body and tuning in to the messages that were there for her, she went back to that same lifestyle. And then she fell and broke her neck. So she says it like this. She says, life hit me in the face with a 2x4 twice. And thankfully, the second hit wasn't as bad as cancer. Yes, she broke her neck and she healed from that. But what she chose to do for herself and to take on was the digging inside of herself. What did that mean? What did that mean to have cancer and then to fall and break her neck? She no longer wanted that to happen in her life. Those were her wake-up calls. And now what Allie is doing religiously is making self-care her lifestyle. I invite you to check out the Be Happy Now show episode, Make Self-Care Your Lifestyle, if you want to know more about that. Or actually, I think it's called Ditch the Self-Care Guilt. Yeah. What Allie has been working on alongside me is becoming her own inner guide, flexing her soul connection muscle so that listening to her inner body indicator was easy, so that she didn't have to go through cancer again or fall and break her neck. And now she's preventing further of these illnesses and diseases from happening from the lifestyle that she is choosing for herself. And again, we are not diagnosing anyone here. I'm just sharing one of the success stories from my clients and how listening to her inner body indicator has helped her to love herself more, to slow down, to make Fridays her me day, so that she's not going back to that fast-paced lifestyle, because she found out that giving all of herself was emptying her battery. She was giving all of herself to others, and she was not equally receiving. And listening to your inner body indicator, finding out what your inner body indicator is trying to tell you, is huge to be able to take that first baby step before making decisions like, I'm going to take the Friday off, for example. Let's do a little assessment. Are you ignoring the signs by numbing them, maybe, or not? Again, we're not here to judge or point fingers. I burnt out myself. I went through this lifestyle of go, putting my work first, my work first. I had no life. I worked in media and I loved my job so much that my whole life was about my work. So everything I would talk about would be my work. Everything I would do was about my work. Everything I would think about was about my work. I didn't really know who Claudia-Sam was apart from the title of the job I had. And what that did is that one summer I did 180 hours in overtime without getting compensated. And I realized I was working for someone else. I was not working for my happiness at all. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to change jobs. That's going to fix it. But the inner body indicator I was actually ignoring was that while I was at that job, that initial media job, I was getting sick 4 times a year. No joke, strep throat, big infections. I was literally off of work physically, except I was still texting, I was still sending emails, I was still on while I was sick. And I didn't see those as signs. I would down Advils. Oh my gosh, Advils were my best friend. And then when I changed jobs because I thought it would fix the problem, I realized that this go nature I had was still part of me. So I took that nature to the other job. So one time, my heart rate started to go so high that I was in a ball in my office. My chest was constricted. I could hardly breathe. And I was embarrassed. So I was sitting in a ball behind my desk and I took the phone and I called for an ambulance because I couldn't breathe. I thought I was dying. I was burnt out. The change of jobs was not helping. I had ignored my body until it burned me out, until I had those huge panic attacks that I had to go to the hospital. So the reason I'm bringing this up is that listening to my body has become such a part of my lifestyle that it's so easy to do it now. It's not about nagging or judging my body or being mean or being like the mean teacher you have that keeps telling you what's wrong with you. That's not what we want. We want to build a beautiful relationship with our body. We want to be able to love ourselves and to feel like our body is our best friend. When's the last time that when you looked at yourself in the mirror, you said, hi, locking eyes with yourself, acknowledging that you're there? I challenge you, next time you walk in front of a mirror, can you lock eyes with yourself and say hi, just in acknowledgement? When so the sickness that I would have every quarter were signs that I was ignoring. Another thing that I was ignoring were headaches. I had headaches even when I was in elementary school. And as an adult now, what I'm realizing, because I still often get headaches, but way less as a child, my out, to go, okay, I can't handle this. Now I have a headache. That was the coping mechanism of my body to give me a headache so that I would go to the principal's office whenever I was bullied. Whenever I was bullied by the cool kids, thinking I wasn't cool enough, my brain kind of erased some of that. So I don't have it. I can see it in my head, me being at the principal's office, having to call my parents. It was my out. It was my way out. And right now, the headaches, what it's evolved in, when I do get headaches now as an adult, I know that it's because I am putting pressure on myself to do everything right. I am criticizing myself. And I'm really like, imagine that both your hands were pressing into your temples. That is the pressure of the self-criticism of, no, you need to do it this way. Oh, you should have done it better. Are you sure you did it right? Maybe I should go into the nitty-gritty of the details to make sure I do everything right, because otherwise I'm going to be judged and I'm going to be bullied again. So the body has this memory of protecting us, of wanting to defend us from these traumatic events in a way. And so are you ignoring? I never know how to properly say this. Is it ignoring or ignoring?
Ignoring.
So ignoring. Thank you, Jacob. So are you ignoring the signs by numbing them? Are you ignoring the signs by numbing them? And by numbing them, I mean, just think you went outside without a scarf, or thinking you didn't hydrate enough, which could be part of the equation. It can also be deeper than that. Are you numbing them by being, taking in all of those Advils and pain meds? Or can you maybe go for a more natural route, or ask your body, what's this about? We're going to practice the AWE method together, the AWE method that I created, part of my tune-in method right now. You're listening to the Be Happy Now show with your soul connection coach, Claudia-Sam. And wherever you are, if it's available to you, I invite you to close your eyes. Otherwise, try your best to be right here, right now, and to listen to my voice. This practice will help you to release stress, anxiety, worry, or doubt. And whatever is showing up for you, whatever will come of this meditation, is right for you in this moment. And you might practice this meditation another time and you might get something completely different. Okay? So let the experience of right now be perfect. With the eyes closed, notice how right now you are choosing to turn your gaze within. Notice how you can open the eyes and this is the external world. When you open the eyes, you see around you, you can turn your head and go, okay, this is outside of my body. And when you come back to center and close the eyes, your gaze is now turning within. You are befriending the inner you. Relax the forehead, relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Become aware of the breath as it moves in through the nostrils and out. And with each out breath, allow any tension that you right now feel to go away. Untuck the belly. Unclench the teeth. And follow the breath in and out. There is nothing else for you to do right now than to be with this act of love towards your body, towards your being. You deserve to be right here, right now. You are safe. You are supported. Keep breathing in and out. Bring to mind A situation that happened today that pushes your buttons. A situation that either made you angry or anxious or worried. Don't worry, we're not going to stay in this heightened state. I invite you to bring to mind a situation that stressed you out. Don't overthink it. And from this point on, notice in your body where this goes, where the anxiety or the stress or the doubt or the worry goes. I'm going to lead you through a body scan right now so that you can choose one sensation at the spot that has the strongest sensation. Do you feel pressure at the temples or like a locking at the jaw? Or maybe like a ball in the throat? Maybe there's weight on the shoulders or heaviness in the back. Sometimes it can show up as a dagger in the chest or difficulty breathing. Maybe it's at the stomach and it feels like a uneasy, squeezy kind of sick feeling. Or maybe it's pain at the lower back. Maybe it's something else. Can you identify what your IBI is right now? Can you identify the inner body indicator right now of the sensation in this moment? Pick one that is the strongest. This is the A of the awe method, being aware of the IBI. And from this point, we are just going to be in the awareness. We are not going to change it. We're not going to judge it. From an outside point of view, can you be with the tension or the pain or the sensation? And keep focusing on your out breath. By being with the pain, with the tension, with the sensation, we are giving it space to be. Just like someone who would come knocking on your door, if you don't answer and they know you're there, they might pound on the door. They might ring the doorbell many times. It might get really annoying. By being with the sensation, we are opening the door. Let's go to widening the breath, the W in the ah method. Breathe in through the nose and imagine that you are inflating that area of the body that was painful or tense with the breath. And when you exhale, imagine the pain or the tension to just float away. Breathing in, imagine it's like a balloon of space in that area of the body. And when you exhale, it's no longer a balloon, it's just space and it goes away. Breathe in, widen the space with the breath. Breathe out, let it go. 2 more times at your own pace. And now the E of the ah method is to feel empowered to release it. Let it go like a cloud in the sky that moves, like a hot pan that drops. You're just doing it. Let it go. And come back to the breath. In and out through the nostrils. And very gently open the eyes. Well done. How does the sensation feel? Were you able to notice a shift from tight to expanding to spacious? And if this sensation is recurring within you, within your body, My invitation is that you ask it what it's here to share with you. It can be as simple as imagining that you're talking to it and asking, what do you have to share with me? What are you about? Or what do I need to know? Please remember that your IBI changes and evolves. Okay. The pain that you have now relates maybe to a specific action or a specific way of being or a specific story. And if the story changes, the pain and the tension might change. And we are being kind with the body when we are being in tune with it. Here are 3 soul connection coaching for you to reflect and be with. What actions are you willing to take on in order to tune in to your IBI more often? What actions are you willing to take on in order to tune into your IBI more often? Are you willing to not judge or criticize yourself and the sensation? Are you willing to not judge nor criticize yourself or the sensation? And instead of wanting to fix it right away, what if you let it tell you what it needs? Are you willing to let it tell you what it needs? When I get headaches and I feel the pressure and the criticizing, what I need is to remind my inner child, my inner being, my true self, that I'm appreciated, that I love and accept of myself. And I will walk in my house or even lay down in the dark and repeat, I love and accept myself. Thank you, Louise Hay. There are many ways you can explore your inner body indicator. And I'd love to be your guide and by your side to help you be your own inner guide to playing with your inner body indicator as it shifts and as it evolves. You are an empowered being capable of tuning in, of flexing that soul connection muscle so that being an active participant in your own life is easy, is flowy, and is not demanding or forceful and doesn't keep you in the survival go, go, go mode. You are a calm being of light and love, and you get to, in this life, right here, right now, to access it if you choose to. I would love to partner with you in your vision, in your health, in your clarity on your path to purpose. I invite you to book a free 20-minute clarity call with me. Just go to claudiasamsoulcoaching.com/yes. And I'm so excited to believe in you, especially if you are ready and willing to believe in you too. See you again soon. You've been listening to the Be Happy Now show with me, Claudia-Sam. Flex your soul connection muscle and be your inner guide to fulfillment and purpose. Tune in live every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on transformationtalkradio.com. You are worthy of being you and of connecting to what stops you from living the life you are meant to live. Access more soul connection coaching at claudiasamcoaching.com.